Hello, this is Susana Prieto and
I'm Alexis Muzurakis.
we are the classical guitar duo Melis, and we are very glad to present you our first concert after the pandemic that will be online at the Cleveland International Classical Guitar Festival on June the 11th.
And how has it been for the touring artists during lockdown?
Yes, it was. I guess it's very difficult for everybody, but especially for artists. We haven't been able to perform to any audience, and that's a very strange and situation for us, and I think for everybody that really works hard to prepare something to play to the public and doesn't have the opportunity to even see the reaction of this work, you know. And but it's hard for everybody, so I don't know, it's a strange times for us. Strange.
And were you able to take the opportunity to prepare new pieces, or?
Well, at the beginning it was everything was very complicated, and well, it was a very scary time. Of course, we continue. Let's say we got a bit used to the situation. At the beginning, it was really a very complicated situation. We were all closed. Couldn't even our daughter couldn't go to the school and wouldn't be able to meet the grandparents. It was not very easy to practice. Of course, she enjoyed a lot having us home. And we enjoyed that part, enjoyed to stay with our daughter all the time. So it was a bit later on that we were able to begin studying and had the chance to also working on new repertoire and new transcriptions that we really enjoyed.
Tell us a bit about the repertoire that you're performing in the concert. Tell us about Lawyer.
This is a composer we really like. We played several of his duos before, and this is a new piece and that we find very interesting. It has a very classical form, but at the same time it's very rare to have such a big form amongst the classical guitarists of the time. No, so we find it very interesting as a piece. It's quite demanding, both technically for both guitars and also as an ensemble. It takes a lot of work to put it together, but we find it a very interesting piece, and I hope people will like it.
And the piece that you play after that is new to you, another new piece to you. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Yes, the piece by Loyer. This is the Pancras Loyer. It's a composer that we really like. We find him very, very interesting and unique. He wrote many pieces that are really different than anything else that was written at the time.
He was a French Baroque composer who composed most of his music for harpsichord. And we've transcribed two of those.
And are these pieces connected, or are they two separate pieces? Are they from the same suite? Or?
They were published in the same book, a collection for pieces for harpsichord. We don't really know how they were intended to be used. No?
Actually, he doesn't compose in suites as it was common in other composers. He composed individual pieces with different titles, a bit also like we saw with Rameau music. It was a common thing with other harpsichord composers of the time, but his pieces were independent, not in sets. And we've transcribed several of his pieces, and we will be playing two of those transcriptions in the concert.
And the second half of the concert, am I right in thinking that you've played these pieces for some time already?
Yes.
Yes, we Mallorca is one of the first pieces we ever played as a duo, if I remember well.
Yes.
And it's a piece we really like. It kind of reminds us the beginning of our duo partnership and our relationship also. So it's a very emotional piece for us. We took it back when we were celebrating the 20th year anniversary of our duo. And it's a piece we really liked anyway, the Mallorca of Albéniz.
I think Albéniz is a composer that I think is more played in guitar than in piano, which was originally for the instrument that was originally written this music. It's a composer that we like a lot, and we've made several transcriptions, and we think also in two guitars it fits really nicely. But this piece in particular is one of our favorite, and I don't know, I think it kind of has a bit of an inspiration on the music of Chopin, and we like particularly this piece by Albéniz Mallorca that we'll play in this concert.
And the last item is the Hinistera. Could you tell us a little bit about the process of transcribing it, because I think it works really well.
Yes, this is a piece of a very young Hinastera as a composer. It's still more tonal, let's say, than the rest of his compositions afterwards. But it's a piece full of emotions and let's say power of and energy of the youth, no? And it started a bit like this. The first movement has a part where the open strings of the guitar appear in succession, no? So when we saw that, we said, okay, probably this piece was meant to be played by guitar, because it's very weird to write exactly the open strings of a 6-string guitar on the piano. And so we said, yeah, it's a very beautiful piece, so maybe it was meant for guitar, let's try it. And of course, yes, then we encountered many very difficult passages which it was hard to translate to guitar. It's one of our transcriptions that are not as, let's say, it's not an accurate version of the notes that are written. It's one of the pieces that we try to translate the effects into the guitar, so to try to achieve the same musical effect, the same emotion, but it was impossible with the exact same notes, especially for the third movement. So it was probably one of our most complicated transcriptions we ever did.
Well, I really look forward to hearing it. Where can we hear this concert?
Well, we can hear it at the website of the Cleveland International Classical Guitar Festival. It will be online for free, so you are all welcome to visit the website, and it will be on air on June the 11th, 2021 at 7:30 Eastern Time, USA Eastern Time. So I hope you will all watch it and enjoy the music.